Good morning. This is just a little painting and drawing video with a bit of a pregnancy update as well. But first, let's go all the way back to the slightly drier beginning. We came from way over there. This house here is featured in the Ipswich Art Gallery. It's one of my favourite in Ipswich. It's just gorgeous. So a little bit of a pregnancy update. I'm now at 30 weeks. Baby is doing really well. Unfortunately, I was just diagnosed with gestational diabetes on top of hypertension and hyperemesis. It's just been a lot, but we're getting there. So I thought today I'd do some little thumbnail sketches based off some photos I took on Bribie Island recently, and see where we go from there. So I could just not get comfortable in this hammock. That's one of the problems I've been having lately, is my belly just getting in the way of holding a book, essentially. Okay, it's getting dark, so I'll probably have to go in, but these are my kind of ideas. So I just did these little sketches based on some photos I had. This is a photo of me, and these are some photos from Bribie Island I took recently. And then I'm going to try and put them all together into this kind of landscape with a hidden person in it, and see how that goes. Also, I was joined by Squish, who's helping, but also somewhat hindering. So I know that was a little bit dark, so here's some clearer images of the plants. And then I also did a larger kind of sketch to see how it would look. So I realised at this point that my lecturers actually wanted me to do a painting that included a window for this week's assignment. So I had to put aside my design, and I might work on that a bit later and figure out something new. So I'm really into this idea at the moment of hiding and escaping. I think I've been into it for a little while now, and it probably stems from feeling a bit overwhelmed sometimes. So I've been really into these drawings of plants kind of enveloping and covering up people, and what that could mean. Here I'm working on a perspex space again, really enjoying that slippery sort of surface, and I thought I'd do a bit of an experiment this time and try drawing on it first with some markers, just to get the rough idea out. It's also a bit of an experiment in that I am now officially transitioning to acrylics. I love my oils, but it's just time to put them aside. So this painting is done in acrylic on the perspex, so I'm very interested to see how it works out. So while the river was rising up behind us, I presented my painting to the class, and they seemed to like it, so that was good. So I think this piece is almost done. I just need a few spots on the face and to rework the vines a little bit. Also, I'm not quite sure what to put through the window. Like, I was thinking of scratching into it, but we'll see. In my class that week, though, I found out that our next project, due the week after, was to paint a full-body, life-sized self-portrait, which I think is something everyone would be terrified of doing, especially in a week. But at the same time, it really got my brain started with ideas of how I could do this. So I was thinking of using this door that's under here, but it's not in the greatest condition. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just chipboard and it's all, dying. But if it's just for a short one-off thing, maybe. I don't know what this is that squishes it up. It's like a teeny tiny little teacup. Did you find that, Squish? Is that yours? So I quickly did up some sketches of myself for this self-portrait. I really wanted to show how I'd been feeling lately, just feeling so big and suffocated in my own body. I managed to drag the door up onto my deck and give it a good clean and wash, which was very important because it was, as it turned out, full of ants that were living in there, but I had to evict them. With just a background, kind of super light blue down. Now I'm going to start drawing out the design. Finish the initial kind of sketch outline. Face needs some work, but just like rough ideas of where things are. It's starting to get really hot and sweaty out here, so I might go in for a little bit, come back to it. Paint some stuff there. Squish helping as always. Yeah, looking good. So I worked a little bit into the night on this painting on day one, but I knew because I was going to have to do a lot of painting the next day, I didn't want to overdo it and make myself too tired, so calling it a night here. Hello. Don't jump on me. No. So at the start of day 2, I knew I had a lot to get through today. The hair, the underwear, the blanket, and just a lot of little details that I kept noticing that needed to be darkened up or fixed. This blue that you see me putting in right now, I kind of regret going so dark with that. But I think it still works from a distance, and I decided to echo it in the blanket to kind of bring it all together. Okay, start working on the blanket, just giving it some form. I'll do something similar for the pillow next, but maybe in a different colour. Unsure what to do with the hair. So time seemed to go really fast, and before I knew it, it was dark again. How did that happen? So I just had to keep working into the night. I kept going till about 10 p.m, then decided it was done to call it a day. Here we are, finally finished. Dogs are eating their breakfast. Figure out what to do with this because it's huge and also very heavy. It needs at least 2 people to carry it. So that will be the end of this video. I'm going to go show my class what I've made this week. I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out great. And just so you know, the floodwater did eventually come down. I know it's been a looming presence in the background of this video.